should have it.
How many minutes you have right now? Can you see right now the time? 1 minute and 19 seconds, I think.
Oh, did you notice that?
All right.
1 minute, guys.
You gotta be
105.
Oh, we're live now.
We're live.
Yeah.
We are live right now.
Yes, this is all screwed up.
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
The internet is not happy. It's just
So this
glitching
is
everything.
2 bottles. You snatched that from me?
We're live.
I don't
Let's
care.
get back on
I
to
will
the
beat
show,
you.
babe.
Yeah.
I'll put that on record.
Yeah. Blooper.
No, it's not a blooper.
So getting into the story that Scoop brought to my attention last week, I believe. It was one of the owners of this cafe, Sunrise
Social
in Uniontown. They're having some issues with one of the owners. I think it was one of the owners.
I can put that up.
He has some messages on here where he was just texting some of his employees or even commenting on their page.
And these are these underage workers?
That I don't know.
I don't even think that's an issue of it.
Yeah.
Age-wise or
Okay.
whatever. I think it's just an issue you should not treat or talk to.
Treat
human
any
beings.
employees the way
No.
Did your kids work when they were young?
No.
they didn't work.
They didn't work-
below 18, like under 18.
Well, yeah, under 18.
Like a grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he meant like...
Do you feel like harassed at work?
Did they ever come across anything to where they were?
Well, Mara didn't work until she graduated high school. So she was over 18 when she was working. Sequoia worked in high school for a little bit. And then again, once she got out of high school, she worked. They didn't really have to work while they were in school. I wanted them to have good grades and focus on school first. So
Education is a key for success.
yeah.
Of course.
So
well, supposedly this place, Sunrise Social and what is it, Town Tavern, has a page, Facebook page where they, promote their business and everything. And I guess allegedly one of the owners was telling the employees to, like, share, comment, anything on the page. And supposedly they have some messages from this co-owner on
So I have that
what
up
he was
right now.
asking. Yes, and I'm going to read a couple of them. It's actually on the Sunrise Social. This is supposedly one of the co-owners. He says, so I see that 13 people like Jenny's group that we posted. We only have 4 shares. Sierra is the only one who commented, and a few liked it. Michael and Melissa also promoted us. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll be stopping in over the next few weeks, and whoever hasn't liked, shared, and commented on our social media will be fired.
Wow. Like a threat.
Yeah, basically. Either a lot of you have a learning disability. This is him talking to his employees. Let me know and I'll excuse you, or you just don't give a shit about your job. Management is tired of repeating ourselves about social media. Either like, comment, or share, or quit, or be fired. It's your choice, but we are tired of asking.
Wow.
And then someone comments that they liked and shared and stuff, and he's like, well, did you comment and like? Because I asked everyone very clearly to do all 3. Liking, commenting, sharing are 3 different things. 2 + 2 = 4.
I don't like that comment.
Like an asshole.
Talking down.
Like an asshole.
Do you think it's okay to...
It's not okay to talk to anybody.
No, but do you
like
think
that.
it's okay to even ask, like, hey, this is what I want from you out of your own social media? Like, ain't there boundaries here?
There's boundaries.
Absolutely.
Now, as a business owner, not myself, I'm just saying, as the business owner, the way he should have went around about it, he should have said, hey, I'd appreciate it. You don't have to, but it'd be nice if you guys would like, share,
Like
whatever.
to share
Right.
my
We want to
business.
promote our business, more. Tell your friends, blah, blah, blah. That is okay. the way he went about
basically
doing
This
it
talking to
was,
them like-
unprofessional,
like they're-
disrespectful,
yeah.
and
I would quit. I would tell him
I
to
would quit.
Yeah.
A couple other things
I
he
tell my
says
kids
here
to
real
quit, too.
quick. He says there are 26 letters in the alphabet.
Yeah,
like
this
you
is-
know, the capital of Ohio is Columbus. Like
He sounds
what
like
are we doing here?
he sounds like a narcissist.
Well,
like a
be
piece of
honest.
shit. I'm
he
sorry.
talks to the parents the same way. Don't we have a
Yeah.
Yeah, I also
So,
have a. This
it's
is
an
from
email,
This
right?
is from one of the fathers here. He says we have a problem. You should probably call and explain yourself before I post these messages of you being a total dick.
And he did post. Somebody else
Yep.
again. That's how
Wow.
we found these on the internet.
Yeah, so this is all. This,
So this is one of the fathers of the.
this is one of the
employees.
fathers of being a total dick to my 17-year-old daughter. Let me know how telling me to go F myself works out for you. This is supposedly the co-owner writing back. How about this? Go fuck yourself
In
times
caps.
2.
In caps.
So that's the
All in
owner
caps.
reply.
Talk,
Yeah.
He's either an owner or some sort
Co-owner, I
of
think.
co-owner.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the only guy like in charge.
Right. So,
Listen.
and then he says, don't you have a roofing business? Talking to the father still. You are soft. Thanks. I appreciate it. Must be the
Again-
difference of having employees that respect you versus hate you.
Yeah.
So you're saying like, hey, you're soft, meaning you should be talking to your employees like this. You
Right.
should be, doing
It
this
tells
to
you the
people
type of person this guy is.
The employees, it has to be the respect is mutual. Like
Yeah, exactly.
I
would
respect
never-
you. I
Listen,
deserve the same.
I
way.
have always said this. I've told plenty of people at my current employment, as well as I just told you this, earlier when you first came over. And
Get
I think
out.
I've even told you, people do not quit their jobs. They quit their bosses.
Even as a manager, I wouldn't say something like that. So you think as a
Yeah.
co-owner or whatever this guy is, you wouldn't be posting anything on like that so they can take screenshots or anything.
Right.
For one, you shouldn't
Right.
do it.
Well-
for two, you don't do it on social media.
Well,
Yeah.
this is called social, Sunrise Social.
Yeah.
Is part of being hired here, like most people have like a something to sign when they're hired. Like,
Yeah,
not
like a contract. If it's like
kinda.
if there's a contract saying you have to share my things to social media, comment and anything like that.
That's different. That's in
But
a
you
contract.
still shouldn't be
Well, yeah,
saying
but if
like,
it's a
are you
contract
guys
there-
learning disability?
Right.
Or,
Right.
That you can't do.
But do you think that's a thing? Are people
He's-
signing contracts that say, "Here's what I'll
No.
do with my own social media"?
It depends on the job, I would think.
Well-
but my thing is this guy, and I always tell my kids, the internet, anything that you post out there, though they take it down, is always out there. Someone has it. But he shouldn't even just worry about the parents getting upset or the other workers getting upset. He needs to know with what he said on there, he could lose everything.
Yeah.
Well,
because somebody
here's-
could go to the EEOC
Here's a concern of mine.
and file a complaint.
You're telling me on my own social media I have to like, share, comment, and everything.
You don't have
right?
to.
Well, that's what the boss is telling
No, that's
them. They
what
have
he's
to.
saying. But
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
Or you're
when
going
you
to
get
get
tied
fired.
to some dumb shit like this, right? Or God forbid something even worse, like
Yeah.
criminal activity or whatever, and I'm on my social media going, "Yeah, Jimmy Bob's is the greatest place on earth." What? Like, how does that work then?
Yeah.
Like,
Here's the thing.
Right.
I would hope that, whichever employee I hope went to their parent, or if they were old enough to do this on their own, if he said that to you, like, you got to do this or find another job, I'm headed straight to the EEOC.
Well,
they will shut that place
Most people
down.
don't know
I have
about
a-
shit
Right.
like that.
I have
They don't even
experience
know
And that's
on
why
my-
we're here.
their
So go
option.
to the EEOC. It's the Equal Employment Opportunity Center. They protect employees.
I have an
from-
experience
I have too.
in 2007, 2008 when I was working in a factory.
Yeah.
So I was doing companies doing processing steel coils. So what we do inspected the quality of the metal and shipped it out. So one of them he got a leave of absence because he got a surgery. So I have to cover of him.
Right.
I was working 2 jobs, and
Yeah, his and yours.
like I was working early in the morning, the other job,
Right.
and then nighttime on the factory. So my supervisor told me, you have to cover his shift. And I said, I will only do 12 hours. That is required. That's it. So I was doing that and all that stuff. Then I think he got upset. I need you in the office now. Like that. I said, I want you to be here for 2 shifts, 16 hours. You have
He
to
don't ask. He's just demanding you do.
You have to quit your other job. I'm sorry to be personal, but you have to quit your other job. And I said, okay, fine. I went to the owner. I said straight up, like, what's happening? And he said, you're not supposed to do that. We can get in trouble for that.
Right.
It's required. Yeah. It is required to work 12 hours. That's what the company is. But after the 12 hours, it's voluntarily up to 16 hours. Above 16 hours is illegal in the state of Ohio.
So do you think like you're pushing on these because they're kids, because they're younger? And you think
they're naive?
No.
They just do whatever
No,
you
it's
say?
anybody, even if they were
But
adults.
No, but I think
I was a kid, little kid that was 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
I was
so
like
he's
maybe
younger.
20.
I mean, at our age right now, if someone came to us, we're going to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Fuck you.
I had it twice happen to me where I've had to take things into my own hands for discrimination.
Babe, come on.
I've had twice today alone. Yeah, no, that's fucking.
For discrimination. And
I don't discriminate.
well, it fell under discrimination because of the comments that were made to me.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, whether you're an adult or a minor, you can't talk to someone the way this guy talked to these people. He talked to the adult.
It's a respect
That-
thing.
it's-
No one
yeah.
should ever talk to
No.
anyone disrespectful.
nobody.
As far as the
no.
place in general, like, so my biggest
can't
concern
control you
was like, so I think
like that.
you have some comments from other people. Like the place in general, the people are great. Like,
Yeah.
It just seems to be
This one
an
person?
isolated, either an
Yeah.
It's,
isolated
like she
incident or
said, it's the
isolated-
boss. It's just, you know,
Yeah, it's just the one. Allegedly, he's a co-owner.
Yeah,
but
I'm-
the others and the managers, everyone has talked about they're very respectful, take care of them.
Employees are great to each other.
Yep. All that
So-
except this one guy.
Yeah.
That sounds like my job, my old job that I had.
So my question is, did Ariana work when she was young?
Yes.
Did like a Dairy Queen, or they all do like
Wendy's
Marks
and
and stuff
Chuck E.
like that?
Cheese. Yeah.
How did you know? Like,
She would tell
Like-
you.
you would think so, but how do you know when they know it's crossing the line?
That is
like,
true.
so the other kids apparently didn't say nothing. I don't see any other messages from other parents or anything else where other parents are like, yeah, you said that to my kid.
Yeah,
I'm
she
coming
was
on."
more pre-social media to where it wasn't as big as it is.
Well, even
nowadays.
anything,
Now
as
everything.
far as like telling her,
Yeah, right,
listen,
right.
You're
You're
not
gonna work-
taking a break today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're way too
Well-
packed. Get your ass back out there.
She would tell me. I would think she would tell me.
Yeah.
How do people know? Like now, like I think about it now, and I talk to my kids about it now. But back then, you send your kids out into the world, you
Yeah.
just assume they're
Right.
going. But you know, people hurt themselves over bullying all the time.
Right.
You have adults doing this.
Yeah.
You think, okay, this is my job, this is my workplace. He's talking to Karen, he's talking to Billy, he's telling all of us get our asses back to work or shut up on the line or whatever. That's normal. It's work, right?
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
your kids are coming home and telling?
I
their
mean,
parents?
it depends on the type of relationship
It's
you
like
have
a-
with your kid. Because I had an employer literally tell me, and this was one of my cases I had, that
Damn, how
I
many
could
cases
two.
you got?
I said I had
Oh, yeah.
2 cases.
To touch myself cases. Or something. So.
He told me that I couldn't talk to or be friends with anybody out in the service area, the service and parts department.
Where was it?
We were I worked for Ohio Cat. Probably shouldn't have said that, but yeah.
Never heard of it.
Anyway, I worked in their marketing department, and because I was here and they are here,
You're not supposed to talk to them?
no.
Now during
Can't be
work
friends
hours,
and
like you
talk.
can't be going. You can't be going
like,
downstairs.
I can't go to lunch with
That is
them.
insane.
I can't like talk to
If that's
them.
like
Now, who is this coming from? Again, is this
Yeah.
a particular
It
manager
is like a-
situation?
This is coming from one of the managers
Do you have to
that
go
are
through-
in the office side.
So there's no like
Nobody-
corporate email coming down was
Right.
like,
No,
hey,
no.
so
And
he's just doing some bullshit on his own.
right.
Okay, so there's not ethic.
And this isn't the
Proto-
first time either.
So you don't have no ethic protocol in the company.
No, we do.
Right.
And he had already gotten in trouble once, I guess, for, I don't know, something with the receptionist where he was saying you can't wear this and you can't talk
You can't
like
wear
this.
underwear.
The
No
problem is,
bras.
that's the problem. Like I was in upper management with my previous company where I overseen a division, but not once have I ever looked down at them like I was
Well,
better than
here's
them.
the thing.
We're all fucking
But
human. Talk to
That's
each
you
other
and your
like
division.
humans.
This guy had nothing to do with either departments, though. This is like as if
It's a troublemaker.
I would come in and say something to, or like how you would have a guy come in from landscaping, try to tell your,
Right.
irrigation people something. Yeah, this
And they
guy had
did.
nothing to do with anything. But yeah, he eventually got
you
fired.
treat
He had
everybody
7
with
cases.
respect. I don't care how high
against
you
him.
are in management.
He got fired. 7 cases a lot.
7 cases is a lot.
Yeah.
How long were they going to let it go? Like 2 would be enough for me.
Exactly.
There's a pattern.
Things
Yeah.
are so different now with.
But do you think that we are in a, not trying to bring this up, kind of
Not
legal,
trying, but you're going to keep going.
legal
huh?
slavery workplace?
Yeah, to an extent.
I don't know what that means. But
Okay.
Basically,
asking
so you know
for-
what you
Okay.
know. Well, no, okay. So basically, what he's saying, obviously, you know what slavery means.
yes.
So put that in the workforce, though,
workforce.
where your bosses are the boss, like are the
I'm
master.
your boss, and you
and
do
they're-
whatever I
you
told
do
you
what
to.
I say you
That's
do.
what you signed
you know.
up for, though.
But don't you
but-
need that a little bit? Like
Right.
no, there's
You
a way
just
to
go there and
implement
not
that.
have
No,
someone
there's
to
a way
answer.
that you could.
No, but if you just go there and not have
Yeah,
to
but-
answer
Okay,
that,
so
Then
what?
Yeah,
you're
but the
upset
way
because
he
now
was-
you're
But
the
right now
way
you're
he was
threatening
saying it-
people. You're
right.
threatening people.
the way he's
no,
saying it is
threatening's
slavery
different.
side, not the side
But
that
I'm
we
not
know
trying
is
to
right.
say slavery.
if
I'm
the guy
sorry
has
to
to
maybe I
keep
say
telling
that.
you how to
But
do your job or to do your job,
I'm saying
it's on you. It's
That's
not
different.
It has nothing
I
to
think
do
it
with-
should be worse. I think it should be worse because you constantly every day we come in here, every episode and talk about where we've been, and it sucks so bad because the employees suck ass. So I think it should be you should be harder on the employees. But there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't accept no more of this handing out bullshit food.
Calisthenics.
No more. You gotta do your jumping jacks and bend over.
I'm
No,
quitting.
But so as far as the legal part, yeah, you should sign off and say, I won't be on my phone. I won't be this. But there's also a way, like, again, that's why I asked, do you think these people at the social place signed off when they hired, like, hey, this,
don't
we're
know.
doing social media. It's called Social Sunrise or whatever. It's very important to us that we do social media.
Do you
Are
ever
okay
read
with
all that? Do you ever read all that shit? Though
I do.
Well, no,
you
what I'm
just
saying
like
is,
agree.
I don't.
agree.
I read
no
it
one
all.
reads.
No
I
one
do.
else reads
I
that.
if
do.
they
'cause
express
you
this is what I
don't
want out
know-
of my employees, I am
Yeah.
fine with that.
Right.
If the employees agreed, okay, yeah, I'll do my own social media stuff. I like everything. I'm fine. My problem is with the way you handled it when
Yeah.
they didn't
Right.
do that.
Say they
You're
forgot
a bully
or
and piece of shit.
Yeah, if they forgot or something.
Yeah,
You
don't be a bully.
ridicule them
There you go.
like that.
Or like, hey, if I have to send out an email that said, listen, remember we talked about the social media
Yeah.
thing. We talked about that when you were hired. We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
We talked about it last week.
Yep.
You're gone.
The other
Then
thing,
fine. I would have been like, no, that guy's.
The
hey, it
other
is what
thing
it is.
you
He's
should
right.
do-
I just forgot.
the other thing you should do is, like, if you have an issue with one employee, we're not bringing all the employees in to say this, and this. Take that one person, because they used to do, with our old administration, they'd have an issue with one person. And instead of going to that one person, we all got in
That's
trouble
not
for
right.
it. And it's not right.
No, it's not right.
I don't
So-
know. I don't
No,
remember like.
Something has to change.
Yeah.
Seriously, because it's every company. Every company is treating the employees in a different way. I'm top of you. You're
Yeah.
below me.
My old company was the same, and I love working for my old company. Don't get me wrong, but there would be times I'm in a black collared shirt, some of the other guys are in a blue shirt, and then guys below them are in a North Carolina blue shirt. So there's like levels, and I didn't like that. I'd always wear my navy blue shirt with the rest of the guys. I never felt that I was above them or,
No, but I think the shirts, the reason why they did the shirt is to identify
that's
who.
insane too.
Right, because
to
we're
me.
not all in the public together.
That's
Like if we're all in
insane
the
to me.
public together, then one of us, as the boss, maybe wears a white hard hat or something,
Right.
so they can.
Yeah.
But that's around the office. Why the fuck's that matter?
Right. Yeah,
So-
I just don't get
There's
it.
always going to be something.
How many
there
jobs
were
have you had in your life?
Oh, geez.
There you go. I don't need to know exact number, but a lot since you were a kid.
4 now.
I'm talking about including kid.
6.
And
What about you? You've worked
6.
a lot of places as a kid.
No.
Wait, are you saying as a
Well,
kid
you're out.
or
Just
now?
in your life,
all the way up.
yeah.
Total.
I don't even know a
I'm
number.
like
It's just
se-
it's,
yeah,
it's a
7.
lot. It's not one, right? You ain't been
No,
at the
it's
same.
not.
Yeah,
No.
like 4?
Do you ever remember issues like this?
No.
No. Yes. 1. 1. No, 2.
When we were kids, I felt like we just worked. You fucked off, they'd fire you.
Yeah.
That was it. It wasn't a lot of. I guess there wasn't a lot of social media either,
Yeah,
but there
that
wasn't a lot of.
changes.
I didn't see it as bullying back then, maybe, but maybe we were taking shit we shouldn't have, and we should have been telling our parents.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
if you think
that's
back
what I was
about jobs
gonna say.
like the ice place you
We
worked
were
at, and
taking
stuff, was you
stuff that
taking
we
shit
shouldn't
back
have.
then?
No, they were laid back.
So I don't
Again,
know
but you
why
gotta
people will say,
know.
"Oh, you're so soft."
You need to know when to speak up. Like when I worked for Merck Pharmaceuticals, I had
Or someplace like that.
or some, yeah. Sorry. Well, it's different now because they're no longer like the place that I worked.
Well, then
is
fuck you, Merck.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's something else. They split off, and now they're. Anywho,
Twerk.
no, they had a supervisor that's no longer. Obviously he's no longer there because he's probably he was old then. He's probably old now, but he would talk down on everybody. It didn't matter if you were a pharmacist. It didn't matter if you were a tech or data entry or wherever. He would talk, and I'm talking old school talk down on
Yeah,
you.
and
Calling you people and all, like talk
Well,
down on you.
A day supermarket.
I strongly urge kids now, like if
Speak
you
up. If you don't
Yeah,
feel
just
comfortable,
go talk
then it's
to your
probably
parents or
wrong.
something. Your parent. Now there are some over ass reacting parents too that'll
God.
march right up in Foot Locker. Was like, you didn't give my baby a raise. Nah, your baby is in the parking lot all day
Oh.
smoking hookah or cigarettes and shit. I don't.
hopefully they
And they
got
got a whole
smart
hookah, huh?
parents.
They do, man.
For example, Aiden, this is Samara's boyfriend, called because he had an issue with
allegedly.
Allegedly.
with the place where he lives. Now, the place that he lives knows his mom. This is a kid that's 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
The place called his mom on him. Now, his parents are
Keep it up. We're going to tell your mother.
exactly.
She gonna put him on
Luckily-
timeout?
Well, here's the thing. Luckily, his parents are like us. She was like, "Why are you calling me? He is a grown
Right.
a man." So she's like, "You don't call me for him. You take care of that on your own." Now, if every parent could be like that, great. So yeah, let your kid, if they're grown, let them handle it. You can give them advice, but as a parent,
Whatever
don't
happened to
go
just
up
treating
and
people with respect?
it's
Yeah.
flown out the window.
think-
What happened to respect?
Not no more.
I think when my daughter
We are
worked at a
greedy.
certain place, my wife had to go in and straighten out
What
some
place?
management.
Just say it.
No, I can't because it's a big place. But
Oh.
she had to go in there and straighten some people out.
Walmart?
And, no, my wife is
Not giving you a name.
like she is not. My wife is not a my baby didn't do nothing wrong type
Yeah.
of person.
Yeah.
Like she'll go in there like if you come home and you're like, hey, this is what happened. Why? Oh, because I said this. Well, you're a dumbass and
Yeah.
you should have
Right,
got it
right,
work.
right.
But no, so if she's going up in this joint, then there's an issue. And my daughter had some bullying issues like that, where I think the manager was an older teen. It's still like maybe in the 20s, 19s, 20s. My daughter was like 13, 14 working at this place. And they it seemed like this person took a real thrill out of getting on the younger kids. Like, hey, I am management. I am, and my wife went in there. He wasn't the same dude.
Right, right.
They wouldn't bring that same
So-
energy.
Right,
What,
right, right.
what
So-
I'm hearing is when they needed the muscle, they went to mom.
Oh yeah. No, there's- yeah. When I need muscle,
No,
I go
no,
to
she was the voice of reason. She'd go in there and say some shit.
Yeah, she's the reason
Scoot
the
would probably
motherfuckers
go in
change
there.
shit.
Yeah, Scoot would probably go in there and start shaking motherfuckers.
I don't play well with others. I don't deal with conflict very well.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I'm very bad at it. So
What? You're quiet. Yes, okay. You can have our chairs.
No, I'm
You know,
just saying I don't deal
no,
with
that's
conflict.
it. Like that's me though. I'm the
Yeah.
same way. And then when
I'm
it's
giving
time
up
to
shit.
deal with conflict, it just goes way
The guy
over and
that
out of
cut-
bounds.
The
And
guy that
Now,
cut
now
you
don't
off.
take my kindness for
I'm
weakness.
There you
sorry.
go.
My
That's
bad.
it.
Let me
Because
get the door
there's
for
a
you.
shut-off switch.
Really?
You're not going to continue
Oh.
to... You know, just recently at work.
That is true.
I mean, just recently
I-
at this new job, I had a
Oof.
situation, and
I would have said
I'm not going to
something,
talk about
no.
it, but
I
was
would have
just
said
like,
something.
we don't talk a lot about a
don't
lot of stuff
talk-
on this pod. No, but like that's for
We don't
for
talk about
me,
Bruno.
I deal with it. I smile. I turn the
Yeah.
other cheek thing. And then once I have to do the conflict thing, because I'm not good at it, it goes
full
like,
board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so and it's like you're getting the shit that other people did to me.
Yeah.
Right,
Like, and you're like,
right.
This ain't
I don't
even the
even
same
know.
conversation.
My
Right.
name's not Timmy.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
well,
you're-
I'm just going back
And
on
then-
some shit from back in the day.
And then
Right.
and then
Brought
sometimes
all
you'll
the
sit
shit
back
out.
and realize like, really wasn't even that serious.
Right.
Ted just asked me not to put this on the podcast.
When you
and-
get home, you're like, why the fuck did I wrangle up this little
now,
ass kid?
now I got to find a new job, a new like over nothing. Like
you got to
I-
register and
I
shit.
not doing that again. There, like all that shit over. Like I should have been dealing with each individual, but I don't. I'm just not good at the conflict thing. I don't do it
Yeah,
well.
just
He doesn't either. I thought it was funny. 'cause
sometimes
I don't
have to
let
stick in
shit
my
build
mind.
up anymore is my issue. I need to hit it right there at the moment. Don't
but
let
you
it build
don't
up.
sometimes.
No, I do.
That guy. Do you guys remember this story when we went to get pizza for a party? And the guy cut you off, and you
It
were
was my
cussing
fault.
and everything in the cart. No, it was his fault. And then we pull in, and you're all ready. You're jacked up and everything. You get out. He's like, I'm gonna say something. He
And I
opens
said,
the
sorry.
door. He opens the door for the guy. My bad, dude.
That's what he said. My bad.
It was my fault, though. I didn't have my
it
turn signal on.
wasn't.
I immediately stopped and turned to right. He was making a left in.
We did that shit when I was young, man. I was driving.
It's a long time ago, Scoot.
No, this was a long time. I was probably 17. And you know, at 17, I was a skinny kid. I probably weighed 96 pounds.
He's
And I-
buck 15 now.
I know.
Yeah, so back then, just imagine. And me and the wife were going somewhere, and I started to go out, I think, the entrance part, because I didn't know. I shouldn't
You're
even-
that person.
So I'm like, oh shit. Other cars are coming in at me. So I'm like, fuck. So I go to back up, right? I'm backed right into the car behind me. So
Dude, you've been in more
no,
accidents.
so I tell the wife, I'm like, sit tight, right? I'm 6'4". I've
gonna-
always been tall.
I'm going to write a note.
No, I'm gonna get out, right? And I'm gonna just be like, hey, because I don't have a driver's license or anything.
Oh.
I'm gonna get out and tell this dude, like, hey,
My
best thing
bad.
for you is to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Do the intimidate. Dude, I hate you motherfuckers that lean down in your fucking cars and drive.
No,
I
that's
hate them
me.
motherfuckers. Because I got out, right? I'm 6'4". I'm not a little kid. I get out, I'm strutting over this car, and I see what looks like Wee Man sitting in the front seat. And I'm like, if I have to,
Came out as He-Man.
no, if I have to, I'll pick this little dude up out of the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I went over there and I was getting ready to grab the door handle, like, dude, pull the whole.
But it was
why'd
your fault.
No, it wasn't gonna be. It was gonna be, hey man, you seen me backing up? Why you hit my car?
Okay.
Right? And then hopefully this guy be like, hey, I'm sorry.
No.
What got out of that car
Oh my god!
was the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life.
And you say, "Oh shit!"
No,
I
you're
really
like, I am
did.
so sorry. Here's my
No,
info.
I was like, I did. I'm like, hey, bro, is there anything I could do to me? Luckily, I had a piece of shit car. He had a piece of shit car.
That's perfect.
Now, here's the problem.
Oh.
He's like, oh, it's all good. He was the nicest guy, dude.
Probably drunk, too.
And so I'm like, hey,
license was
I'm really
suspended.
sorry, but I played it off, right? So the wife's watching me through the back of the car, and I'm like, hey, buddy, I'm really sorry. I had to do this shit, and like I backed into you. And I hope you know what I'm saying? I hope your shit's all right. If I need to pay for it, I will pay for that shit. Like, so
Pointing and shit, make it look good for the wife.
look back, and so he's like, no, it's all good, but you go on about your business. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go to
He's
get
like,
back
he's
in my car, and
got
he
something
starts
wrong.
to pull away, and he's slightly dragging my car. My fucking tow hitch which I don't know why there was a tow hitch on the fucking car, was stuck in his bumper part.
So
I'm like, oh my
now
gosh.
you're gonna have damage.
No, now he's gonna drag me around the parking lot like I'm a fucking kid in a stroller. So I'm like, so I get back out. I'm like, babe, be cool.
I got this.
I get back out. He gets back out. He walks over it and looks, and I'm like, this is a bit of a situation. I'm thinking, can I just let the ball go and he'll whatever? This guy's like, boom, touches it with his foot. My whole car dips down. His car pops away from it.
Oh my God.
Like literally like it's a little Tyke's car. He just like one toe just moved my whole
Shaquille
and he's
O'Neal?
like, we're good to go. And I was like, you're damn right we are.
Yeah.
And I got back in my car. Dude, I drove home, my chest out, and my wiener tucked in this big but
that sounded like he definitely
up
had
until
a
this
suspended
day,
license.
my wife thought I was the toughest son bitch in that.
Yep.
Up
So it
until
happened
this
again.
day.
She thought that.
I'm
She
sorry.
was like,
I'm sorry,
"Oh,
babe.
no."
Yeah, I fucked that
So
up.
now this is the
What's
first
like-
she's gonna hear this.
No, she
Like
probably
this-
already knew. She's
No,
like,
she didn't know because, man, she was giving me the old pat on the leg, and I'm like, yeah, I handled that shit. I handled that. Your man handled
was
that
like,
shit.
"No,
We get
I'm
home,
gonna
I'm
let
gonna
you
give you this
think."
little
30
baby
years
dick.
later. 30 years
No,
later,
for-
confession came
When that
out.
guy got out, dude, my nuts tucked up in my stomach. I'm like, dude, give me a minute. I can't breathe. And he was like, no, it's all right. I said, I can't breathe.
Do you do that? Like, if you see a situation like maybe getting close to a rise, do you size people up?
you
Can
have to.
Can I take this motherfucker?
Yeah.
You
Because when
have
we went to the Cavs game, when she
And I
took us-
couldn't. I couldn't.
Remember the
take
chick that bumped into you?
I was
whole
ready.
Time, the whole
I
time
was
I'm
ready,
sizing
but
up the
he's like-
boyfriend like,
I would have taken them
Can I
both.
take this
He was
mother-
like, "Can I take?" No, and you know what? I'm gonna say, if it wasn't you, like if you weren't with me, if I was with anyone else, I would have went on and on. I would have somebody.
you
would've been
did go
fighting.
on. The guy apologized for his old lady. Is she still going on? No, she should be apologizing. I'm
I
like,
didn't say that.
what did you say?
The way he he didn't do an apology. You know those if you feel apologies where it's not an apology. If you feel I made you feel a certain way,
He just said, I'm sorry. He didn't
No,
know that
he
she
said-
stepped on your shoe.
he said, "Oh, my bad. I didn't. We didn't even hit you.
No, he
You
said,
did.
I didn't know she hit you.
No, you
But,
weren't."
well, that's the thing, though. Nowadays, though, people do fly off the handle so bad that.
Here's the thing. All I said when she hit me, and it wasn't a tap.
Excuse me.
Exactly. It wasn't even a tap.
Are you going
And I
Karen on
said,
people
Yeah,
for
I
no
said,
reason?
no.
How you think we got these gift cards to
listen,
fucking
You
Red
get a lot of
Robin
gift
Division?
cards and free meals
Hey,
and shit.
put the song.
Listen, she didn't tap me. Not only did she bump me, she stepped on my shoes, and I was like, "Excuse you,"
I didn't even
because
feel
it's
nothing.
polite
We were like arm in arm.
for her or him, whoever was going to apologize, to say, "Oh, excuse me." If you bump into somebody,
What-
you don't bump into someone and
was
keep
it? What
going.
were you guys doing? What was the
We were
situation?
getting ready to cross the
We were
street.
crossing
We
the
were at the
street.
crosswalk and they came past us.
Yeah.
So she
now,
bumped
mind
into-
you,
Shoulder chucked you like a freaking dude? Like,
Because look, yeah, because
stepped on your foot?
here's the thing: it was a bunch of us. So instead of you just standing
Waiting
back
behind
there,
us, you know, they
like
just-
Were
everybody
they
else,
drunk? Were they drunk?
Probably. They
she was
come-
drunk.
She was drunk.
She
Yeah,
was.
she didn't say a word the whole
She
time.
didn't say
It
a
was
word
just
the whole
him.
time, and then they came bumping it. Like you don't have to come through the front.
Now, here's the thing. Talk about sizing people up, right? Do you think because you were the aggressor, like she was drunk, she clearly didn't even say nothing. She didn't turn around. She didn't say, yeah, bitch. You were the aggressor, as a matter of fact. Do you think this guy did the same thing, turned around and eyed Theo up and was like, listen, I have to
No.
be...
His
I have to be
demeanor
tough
and
too,
attitude.
or these
his
guys are gonna-
No, his demeanor and attitude was, "I'm just gonna go. I don't care."
They just wanted to go.
They just wanted to go.
Maybe
Eli
his,
ran
maybe
into-
his
I
old
wasn't
lady's
the
a ratchet,
aggressor.
and she was going to
I
turn like,
wasn't
I
the
don't want my own
aggressor.
no,
shit.
she wasn't
All I
saying-
said was, "Excuse you."
Yeah, I don't think she said any
That's
a word,
aggressive.
did she? She didn't even.
How is that
aggressive.
aggressive when you bumped into me? You better say, "Excuse me."
You're being aggressive right now.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
being
telling
aggressive
Scoot,
now
watch
because
out.
you
I'm just
better say,
saying.
"Excuse
Eli,
me."
didn't you run into a situation in the ball game, the Guardians game, with someone
yeah.
because you wear your Yankee stuff? Like wanting
On
to
the
fight,
playoffs.
it's insane.
That's crazy.
But nowadays you got to watch because people do like if you bump somebody nowadays,
You have
it's a
to
world
say-
star video though. It doesn't
Yeah.
even matter at this point if you say excuse me. They see that as weakness and be like, oh yeah, we're about to put this on YouTube or something. You see it all the time.
Yeah.
What would you have done?
social
Say the
media.
guy hit me and I hit my head on the concrete and I'm dead because
I would have beat his butt. I'd have been stomping on him. I'd have taken my shoe off because I had
Damn.
heels. I'd have been
Are you the
smashing his
Rock or
face
something?
in.
Like
Oh
a,
no, I would if
Good to
they
know she
touched
got my
him.
back,
I
Scoop.
would have
Keep
been
talking
fighting
shit.
with. I'd have been
Yeah.
fighting
Babe,
right
Scoop
along
said
with you.
something.
by the way, you can
I did
practice.
not.
You can
Ago.
practice
said
this
I'm
weekend
sorry.
because next week is WrestleMania.
There you go.
Already again?
Yeah.
Ain't that once a year?
WrestleMania
just-
2
April
days.
Fools.
2 days.
April Fools.
And
Yes.
The Rock is gonna wrestle.
you guys ready to get out of here?
Yes.
Yeah, I
We
think
got a
By the way, next
Easter
weekend-
tomorrow.
Next
Hey, happy
weekend, I'm
Easter.
not coming because
Why?
of WrestleMania.
Didn't he say he wasn't going to miss until
he
May?
did.
I
Yeah,
say
he did
that,
say
but
that.
I
May.
forgot the WrestleMania weekend.
Let me ask you this: what time does it start?
WrestleMania starts at Saturday at 7:00,
And ends at Monday at
and
2:30 in the
Sunday
morning.
starts at 6:00 or 7:00.
Well, you should have. Maybe
What?
we'll do it early.
Easter tomorrow.
Yes.
Scoot, plan staying home.
Yes. No. We might go to Junior's house, but
Yeah, we're heading out.
But we
to
can watch
family
WrestleMania
members.
next weekend.
Eli, no one's watching WrestleMania, but you. What do you got planned tomorrow? Just
He's
staying
going
home.
to your
Just
brothers.
no, we go to Terence's.
Nice. Everyone have a happy Easter. And we'll
Happy
talk to you
Easter.
guys. Scoot, you got something?
Ciao.
Happy
yes,
Easter.
if you guys want to comment on this video, comment on any video, something you would like to talk about, you can go to Poddy Animals.
Yep.
It's just poddyanimalz@gmail.com, PODDYANIMALS@gmail.com, and leave us some comments of stuff you guys want to talk about on
Same
the
thing.
live.
Facebook, send
Yep.
us if you
Facebook.
want a topic that you want us to discuss.
Yeah.
Put it up on
there.
Facebook. We'll talk about it
it's
next
your
week.
podcast. You guys are listening, so if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Yep. And shout out to Roasted, located in Lakewood, 13417 Madison Avenue.
Good coffee. Go there,
And-
buy coffee, and just take it the fuck home.
And also at Tremont,
Really?
2275 Professor Avenue.
Yay, roasted.
We'll talk to you guys next
Happy
week.
Easter.
Have a happy
going
Easter.
home to get
Happy
roasted.
Easter.